welcome back to the channel. We are looking at year 16 as the Montreal Canadiens are looking to build up a President's Trophy victory, but a first round defeat. I'm hoping the team can return to the playoffs this year. It'll be the third year in a row after finishing dead last in the conference the year three seasons ago. We have gotten rid of Connor McDavid and Mitch Marner. For those of you just tuning in, the team is now led by Kip Manning. He's not the captain. The captain right now is Nelson Salcido, who's our second line center at the moment. We've got Adrian Roenick as a rookie on the team this year. This year we're looking at 3 skaters in the lineup: Adrian Roenick, Joel Orr, and Ron Simon. So we are looking at a more youthful direction. We look at the centers on the team this year. We have Kip Manning, Adrian Roenick, Yves Solis, Nelson Salcido. Yves Solis is a borderline player for me. He could be a guy I could move out. Left wingers, we have Victor Hale, Joel Orr, Bernard Lermo, and Yves Lemieux. On right wingers, we got Benjamin McKinnon, Owen Canon, Ron Simon, and Gabriel Elise, who came over as a free agent. On defense, we got Cedric Earl, Jose Sawyer, Evan Bouchard, Pete James, Jet Wu, Todd Volpatti. And in goal, we are looking at George Plus as our starter. And we have a backup in Cloutier, I believe, still. No, Cloutier got traded. Now let's go into the edit lines real quick. Brian Galvin is going to be the backup. Both goalies right now are costing around 11 million per, so if one of them falters, they will be the first guy I move out on the team to hopefully bring in someone cheaper. Let's get through the month of October, possibly November, and we'll take a look at the stats after September, standings after October. We did go 6-1 in the preseason. Of course, that evens out with the 2 losses to start the year. Team's always been a slow starter. That's a 4-game winning streak. Here comes our kryptonite, the Golden Knights. 5-game winning streak, 6-game winning streak, 7-game winning streak. Wow. So after a slow start to the month, we rebound right away. Open up with a 5-2 loss, 4-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Follow that up with a win again in San Jose. Phoenix makes us 1-3 on the year, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game winning streak to close out the month. Buffalo, I notice, has a better record. We are sitting second in division, 3 points back of the Buffalo Sabres. Tied with the Boston Bruins. We have a point up on them. It takes 15 points to make it into the playoffs right now. So 7-3-1, 7-2-1, and 7-4-1. So Ottawa's sitting out looking in, as the other teams have at least a game in hand of them. Nelson Salcido leading the team in points with 13. in 11 games. Let's get through the month of November, and then we'll go in and take a look at the player stats for the first 2 months. Eight-game winning streak comes to an end with a 6-4 loss to Buffalo. Rebound right away with a win. We definitely need to look at left wingers in the next little while. 1-0 loss. Rebound with a win. 2-game winning streak. 3-game winning streak comes to an end. 1. Loss. So not the greatest month of November, as we open up with, we can make our extend our win streak to 8 games, followed up with a loss to the Buffalo Sabres, win against the Oilers, then a loss to Dallas, rebound with a home series win, extend the win streak to 2 games, win our third, drop one to the Islanders. Another 2-game win streak cut short after we lose to the New Jersey Devils. We're 15-7-0 on the year. That should still keep us in second. Maybe we fallen down to third. No, we've fallen all the way down to 5th. Wow. But we are holding on to a wild card spot by the skin of our teeth right now. So this team needs to get rolling. Nelson Salcido still leading the team in points with 24. Points. Kip Manning with 18. Gabriel Elise with 16. Let's just look at forwards. Victor Hale with 15. Ron Simon with 14. Adrian Ronick with 11 as a rookie, or with 9 as a rookie. Laramie with 8. Yves Solis with 6. Owen Canone with 6. Yves Lemieux with 4. Benjamin McKinnon and Bob Dawes has played 1 game. Now 3 rookies. Oh, we have Pellich who's played games as a rookie. See how these guys stack up in the overall rookie race. Igor Kabulin, Jeremy Germain, Tyler Larimore, all ahead. Simon is falling back. Jeffrey Germain, how do you get that contract? Let's take a look at the defense and goaltending stats. So Jose Sawyer leading the team with 16 points. He hasn't scored yet. Cedric Earl with 14. James with 12. Wu with 6. Bouchard with 3. Pellich with 2. And Volpati with 1. goaltenders after the 2 months. Plus is 14-5 with a 934 save percentage and 199 goals against average. Galvin hasn't gotten much work, as he's 1-2 with an 887 and a 336 goals against average. So it looks like Galvin's time as a Montreal Canadian might be coming to an end, as I really don't want to tie up almost $12 million in 2 goaltenders. We'll take a look and see if he gets any more playing time throughout the month of December and into January. And we open up the month with a shootout loss. Then a shootout win, then a loss. Wow, what a win over Vegas. That's a 3-game winning streak. Drop back-to-back losses with shutouts. Shutout 2 games in a row. Huge loss there. A win. 1, 2. Three wins. So we're currently on a 4-game winning streak. We had a massive win against the Golden Knights with a 9-0 victory. Won the next game, and then the law of EA averages has a shutout twice in a row in Boston and at home. Then we get hammered by the Nashville Predators. We're 24-11-1 on the year. Oh, excuse me. Which is good enough for second in the division. The division's so close right now. Oh, man, excuse me. Nelson Salcido still leading the team in points with 37. Ellis with 30. Manning with 30, but he's hurt right now. Victor Hale with 25. Simon with 19. Roenick with 17. Orr with 14. Lemieux with 12. Yves Solis with 12. He is a $6.5 million player, only getting 12 points. Owen Canone with 10. Yves Lemieux, McKinnon, and Davis. Jose Sawyer with 26 points. James with 21. Earl with 13. Then a huge drop off following that. Let's look at goalies. Plus and Gavin. Plus is 1-4 with an 872 average. Plus is standing on his head. I'm going to look around and see if I shop out Galvin for a cheaper backup with term. So because one of the things we have a surplus in right now is goaltending. And the Buffalo Sabres are interested in him. As they've got my old backup, Stuart Skinner, or my old starter, who won them a cup. And Oilers are interested. They've been a frequent trade partner with me. They've got Funk and Haley. I might come back to them. How's Tampa Bay winning all these cups? And they don't have goaltending. So let's see, the best trading partner for me might be the Oilers. I'm definitely looking at Funk. He's a 22-year-old, last year of his contract. Might be able to get this in a straight up trade. No, they want a little bit more. And Funk immediately gets called up. And while we're looking at trades, we have this one center. Usually, good trade values. 8 years left on his contract. But he is just not producing. Don't go for this, then I'll move on. Let's see if I can get. Oops. I want Nyquist. Nyquist. So we've now parted ways east. At least we've brought in a first and a second round pick. Let's take a look at the lineups. And we've cut about $11 million from our cap in total. Going forward, Canone's looking for an extension. Silverthorne and Funk are all looking for extensions. So we'll start with Funk. Silverthorne an extension. Oh, and we're gonna wait till the end of the year, see what you do, because you're getting close to the 30. So just offering a couple of extensions. Our lines are now looking like Nick Salcido, Victor Hale, Nick Salcido, Ronick. Yeah, we also have, what's his name, hurt right now. Yeah, and Manning's hurt right now, so he'll be on second line. So that should be okay. Let's get through the month of January. As we make our two trades early in the Klim Klostin. So 33-year-old, 2 goals, 7 assists, 1 year remaining. I'll pick him up just in case there's an injury and I have to call him up because he'll be assigned to the AHL anyway. I'll decide if I want to keep him. Funk accepts his offer. Tonga accepts his. Silverthorne rejects. Bomister accepts. That's a 4-game winning streak at least. 5 games. Then a loss. This team can pour on the wins when they want to. So defenseman Anderson to us, so he's got 2 years left on his deal for a 4th round pick. Let's see if he's a worthwhile investment at almost $6 million. 76 overall for a almost $6 million. I'm going to decline that trade. As defense isn't really the weakness on this team. Kip Manning finally back in the lineup. So, wow, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-game winning streak dating back to December. Lose it with a 1-0 shutout to Ottawa. Rebound 1, 2, 3 more wins. Another shutout loss to the Lightning. So we've been shut out at least 4 times this season. Pick up a win in Nashville, a loss in Winnipeg, a loss to Toronto to close out the month. So 31, 15, and 1. Sitting in 3rd in our division, outside, 4 points back of 1st. Salcido leading the team. He's now just under a point per game. Ellis with 36. Hale with 36. Sawyer with 32 on defense. Kip Manning has 30 points. He has missed 12 games. James Silverthorne with 27 points. Ronick with 23. Earl, Simon Lemieux, or Canon Wu. Costin. He's down in Laval right now. So. I have to look at the goaltending stats. So Funk is 0-2 in his 2 appearances. Not much better than the guy who he was replacing. But Plus is 40, 30 wins, 9 losses, 1 tie, 3 shutouts, a 940 save percentage, and 176 goals against average. He is having a career year for us, so that is awesome. Let's get to the trade deadline. I don't think I'm going to make any moves. So trade deadline is March 1st this year. 5-3, 6-3, 6-1. So we're being offered Roy now, or Wah, top 6 defenseman for a 4th round pick. He's a 79, 35 years of age. We're not going to make that trade. And we're on a 6-game winning streak, 9-game point streak. And it comes to an end at the hand of the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's our 2nd loss in a row. Man. Like that. 3 losses in a row. Maurice Boulette has on waivers. He's got $7.4 million. $7.24 million salary? Yeah. That's going to be a decline. 4-game win streak with 2 shutouts in there. 5-game win streak, 6-game winning streak. A 7-game winning streak to close out the month of February. Let's take a look at the standings, see if we're where we are. We're sitting in 2nd behind Ottawa with 2 games in hand. We are 7. No. 9 points up on the wild card spots. So we are okay. I'm comfortable not making any more moves to this team. Let's take a look. Salcido back over a point per game. Let's see how Manning has done since his return. Manning is packed in the goals. He's got 14 on the year, 44 points now. Roenick with 33 points as a rookie. Let's take a look at rookie skaters. Roenick, Simon, Orr, and Pellich have all done well. Let's take a look at how these rookies are lining up. Germain and Kabutin are still ahead of Roenick. I'm going to see if I can just take a look at Igor. He's with the Avalanche and the Lightning on the right side. I put out way too much for them, but not really. Low elite, 1 year left on his contract. He's an 83. To 5th. Take a package of picks for this guy. take a late year first. Wow. And a second. I just thought it was first this year. And a pair of seconds. So Igor coming over. Best lines. Waiting. Lane's got a huge trade value, medium elite, 3 years left. This will probably be rejected, but I'm going to try just the rest of my first round picks that I have available. Yeah. That was worth a shot. So pick up one of the two guys leading the rookie scoring this year just to add some offensive flair. Igor Kabutin as a low elite, 23 years of age, last year of his contract. Let's go to contracts and see how much cap space we have to re-sign him. He's gonna get called up in a second. So after bringing in Kabuto, let's take a look at the lines. Victor Hale, Kip Manning, Gabriel Ellis, Ron Simon, Nick Salcido, Igor Kabutin, Yves Lemieux, Roenick, and Canon, or Silverthorne and Larimore. Blues still with under 2 goals against average this season. If he doesn't win the Vezina, I'll be stunned. That's the only trade we're going to make at the deadline this year. We are going to go through till the end of March and see how our team is stacking up. Canona rejected his offer. Kabutin accepted his. Four. 6-game winning streak to start the month of March. That might be 7 or 8 dating back to the previous month. Oh crap, that might be a 10-game winning streak. 11-game point streak, another win. Another point and a win. A win, a win, a win. We missed out on 2 points that entire month. This team is unbeaten in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 game winning streak, 15 game point streak, 16 game point streak, 17 game point streak, 18 game point streak, 19 game point streak, 20, 21, 22 game point streak with a 14 game winning streak in there. That is amazing. We have clinched the division and we have clinched the President's Trophy because I don't think anyone can touch us. We've clinched the division and conference. There's no one who's taking it. We're taking our second and back-to-back President's Trophies. Not what I was hoping for, but Nick Salcido with 75 points in 77 games. Or Nelson Salcido. I always say Nick for some reason. Ellis with 61 points. Hale with 61 points. Manning with 54. James with 52. Kabutin with 51. Roenick with 44 as a rookie. Silverthorne with 42. Earl with 39, Simon with 37, 33, 29, 24, 21, 20, 16, 9. Costin's down in the AHL right now, so that's okay. Valpoli, 7, Bouchard. The big story though this year is in net. Funk rebounds with it going 8-1 now. 916 save percentage, 226 in goals average, a 167 average for George Plouffe with 47 wins. Wow. So we're on a 22 game point streak. We have 5 games left in the season, 3 of them on the road. Let's see how well we do. We're probably going to lose it right away because that's just the way this game works. No, another win. Another point. Oh, there it goes. Boston beats us to break it. And we're going to, I was going to say, we're about to limp into the playoffs, so a 3-game losing streak. Ends the season with a 2-0 shutout. We are into the playoffs with a 121 point season. 58, 19, and 5. Definitely took home the President's Trophy. There was no one even close. We've got Detroit in the first round. Nelson Salcido, 78 points to lead the team. Victor Hale, 65. Ellis with 64. Manning with 20 goals, 30 assists, 58 points. Kabutin with 52 points. Let's see if I was able to steal the Rookie of the Year trophy. Probably not. No, Jermaine just slightly better in 2 less games. Ronick up there. Simon. So, with 4 or 5 rookies in the lineup, we still managed to take the President's Trophy. Let's get into the playoffs. This will only be a one year thing because I'm a little tired today. Worked all night. And the NHL season ended too. So just the Montreal Canadiens making the playoffs this year. Oh man, before we get in. And $9 million to play with for you. I think I'm going to try to move Canone out, but he'll be probably gone at the end of the year. Just before the playoffs start, get some business taken care of. Let's see how Montreal Canadiens stack up this year, hauling back-to-back President's Trophy wins. Last year's a first-round exit. Let's see how well they do this year. And Detroit takes the early lead with a 4-2 victory. LaBarbera opens up the scoring. Salcido ties it up. Olsen makes it 2-1. Knight makes it 3-1. Canone makes it 3-2. Knight scores a second of the period on Funk. Last 2 goals winning on Funk. Wow. That's telling me that we may have lost our goaltender. Silverthorne accepts his offer. Bouchard rejected. Thomas accepted. Clark accepted. Tukio accepted. And we run with a 1-0 victory in game number 2. Roenick scoring in the first, turning out to be the game winner. No, not in the second, not in the third. Georges Pelouse rebounding after getting pulled in the first game. Wooten with the second star and Roenick with the third. So we're going to Detroit, tied at 1. And Detroit takes a 2-1 series lead with a 2-0 shutout. Mew on Pelusin 36 seconds into the game. Wow. And Larkin with another early period goal. We can't get anything going. Our scoring hasn't shown up. Wooden, Plus, and Mui with 3 stars. We need to tie this series up before we come back to Montreal with a best of 3 series. And with a 3-1 victory, we've tied up the series. Leg scores on Plus to open up. Canone ties it up. Ellis makes it 2-1 in the second, and we add on the insurance from Manning in the third. We go back to Montreal. This is now a best of 3 series with Plus, Ellis, and Hale taking home the 3 stars. Can we take the lead in this series for the first time? And Detroit shuts us out once again in this series. Jocelyn and Yarvinen with the goals in the first. Mui with the empty netter. We now have to win the next 2 games or we are done. Probably another first round exit because it is literally the curse of the President's Trophy. Our team just did not show up for this series. And it is another first round exit. It's our 3rd year in a row we've left the playoffs in the first round. Manning opens up the scoring. Larkin ties it up. La Barbara scores to make it 2-1. They get the insurance in the third. Detroit has eliminated Montreal. Wooten, Larkin, and Joel La Barbara taking home the 3 stars. And that is the end. 6 games and we are done. Wow, man, that's just ridiculous. Let's see who all retires. The St. Louis Blues winning the Cup. The Chicago Wolves winning the Calder Cup. Caps going up as per usual. Minimum is 825 now. Oh, no one had anyone else's picks this year. We don't have very many, if any, picks in the draft this year. Vladimir Noselev, never played in the NHL, retiring, and Robert Thomas calling it a career. In our organization, Thomas was a first-round pick in 2017. By the St. Louis Blues, just never did anything in the NHL. Let's take a look at the league retirements. There we go. Nathan McKinnon, Jonathan Huberdeau, Leon Draisaitl, Nikolai Ehlers, Dylan Larkin retiring after putting us on the playoffs, you son of a bitch. Jonathan Drouin, Jack Eichel, Nemeskov, Mantha retiring, Horvat. Isaac retiring finally, Suzuki. Not a whole lot. Goalie's calling it a career this year. Alexei Nedeljkovic. Michael McNevin. Well, I think I drafted. Only went undrafted. Wow. I know he's on my team for a bit, so. Kakin, Hulette, Ingram. Yeah. Most big stars have all retired now. So this year, as we got to make a change. Oh wow, Jose, nice. Man, Sawyer and Victor Hill's got some trade value. He's 33 years old. And we try to trade him for a first-round pick, and also to get some cap space because we have some guys who are going to need resigning next year. I don't think we can afford them. Woo has never really overly impressed me in the regular season. Decent plus minus for me in the last couple of years, but not offensive production. And he's 32 years of age. Earl and Woo are also going to go up on the block. we want to try to bring in a defenseman with at least 3.5 star potential at around 27, at medium at least. And as always, we want a first, second pick. And first and second overall pick. So we're going to try to move Hale out right away. We're going to go after one of the top 5 picks in the draft this year. And let's enter the NHL entry draft. This is a medium franchise forward in Corbin. We never looked at him. He's Red Deer Rebel. Barry and Pope are also Piscini and Barry. So yeah, we're definitely going to go after one of the top 5 picks. $20.36 first. 36.37 first. Well, that's too high. Price, go for second pick. We eat some cap from this team. Tippett's in the last year of his contract. Arizona, Anaheim, Winnipeg. Okay. So we're calling it a year with Victor Hale. We moved him out. to move up to the 3rd pick overall in the draft. Corners in 79, Pisani with an 80. Yeah, the guys I would have liked. Barry 79, not bad. So I missed out on one of the best 2 players in the draft. Pope was an 80, but I don't need centers. Martin was a 66, so I'm okay with the pick I made. Sim to user pick. And Vancouver is coming at us with a 2034 first and a 2034 second for Earl. Let's edit this trade. So second that next year. Oops. No, the second this year. And they're okay with that. And 67, not bad. So they're coming at us with a defenseman for Wu, who's in the final year of his contract, and a 1st-round pick. We're going to decline this trade just because I don't want to bring in a defenseman. I'm probably not going to be able to re-sign. Last 2 picks have got to be left wingers, because I am really short on that side. So Nathan Barry coming in at a 3rd pick overall, Rogers at 48, Froats at 120, Von Fersen, Stevenson, and Morrissey all coming in at left wing in late rounds. Just so I can hopefully develop some of them. And the cap space I moved out with the Hale trade will come in at free agency, as I might be looking to go after Hunter Knight is a 21-year-old knight. Oh, man. I can definitely try to make a trade for him. Henry Knight. He's got upside through the wazoo. So I'm just looking at two guys I'm going after in this period. Let's see if they stay. Barry accepted his. He's a rookie. Canone rejected his. Valohali rejected. Wow. Two guys now still. Canone rejected his. Both of them rejected. See you boys later. Who's this Bouchard? Okay, now let's take a look at contracts. 25 million to play within cap space. Sawyer, we need to offer you an extension. Or you need an extension, but I can wait for you. You guys gonna need one. Unless you guys can wait. So I have to take 9 million off. Harper is a UFA, looking for a lot of money. Angelios. I should at least get one of those two guys. Harper accepting his deal. Angelides accepting his. Wow. Did not expect that. And Sawyer accepted, but I don't have the cap space now, so now I gotta free up cap space. Only got 9 million to play with this season right now. So we are going to move out Woo. Two, three, four, five. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oops. Proposed trade. When it goes 1, 2. Someone with cap space be interested in this boy. How much do we have in contract? 11. got our good centers locked in. We got Dawes, who's a good fifth guy to throw up. 3. We need to sign a left winger for just this season. We have 10 million in cap space to play with, so that's good. 3, 2, 3, 4. What? We'll stay in the AHL this season, so we got our 4. We'll bring up Wagner instead, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got Pelich, who will be the 7th defenseman. So that's good. So like I said, we need a left winger just for this upcoming season. We're going to go after Moss and oh no, can't afford. Yeah, we can. Moss and Gianta on 1-year deals. And if not, we will try for Godfried. Or Boland. And Gianta would come in at the last minute. He accepts. And Moss signs with the Maple Leafs. Let's just take a quick look at the awards winners from this past year. Stanley Cup going to the St. Louis Blues, Montreal with back-to-back President's trophies. The Blues winning the Clarence Campbell, the Red Wings winning the Prince of Wales, and the Blues have won their first Stanley Cup in 3 trips to the finals. Barnett, Hart Memorial going to Blues, winning the Hart Memorial. Nice. Bronstrom winning that. The Bing going to Dvorak. Kabutin winning the Rookie of the Year. Nice surprise there. Conn Smythe going to Bearcole. Vezina to Plus. Jennings to Plus. Masterson to Vertel. Manning with the Frank J. Selk. Plus with the Ted Lindsay. And Barnett with the Maurice Richard. That's nice. Okay, let's simulate up to next season. I will be right back. Store accepts. I'm back. Let's take a look at the edit lines to start the year off. Giunta, Manning, and Ellis on the top line. Simon, Salcido, and Igor Kabutin on the second. Lemieux, Roenick, and Lermo on the third. Or Silverthorne and Barry starting off the year on the fourth line. Defense will have Sawyer, Angletis, James, and Harper. DeRoche, Jacques DeRoche. On the last year of his contract, getting some time up. And he'll be trying alongside Todd Volpatti. I wasn't expecting DeRoche to be there, so that's good. Set captains, I don't think there's no changes. Oh, Manning getting an A this year, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, 1, 2 forwards up. We gotta call up a defenseman. Oh, I gotta change Funk's number. We'll just flip that one. So if any of the defensemen don't work out, this will be a year where I'll be trading them away. Because we are tied up against the cap the next couple years, and we have Manning looking in a year or two to renew his contract. And we've got assets we can trade, so... as we got almost 35 million, over 35 million tied up on defense right now. And it only gets worse next season. So DeRoche might be traded in the off season or during the season to bring in someone who can fit my price range. Well, Potty will be moved out as soon as I can, actually. Oops. Proposed trade. What's his value at? Rogers got... Huh. Austin Matthews got signed by the Anaheim Ducks. So Volpati's already been moved out. That should give DeRoche a extension because he's young. And once again, if Silverthorne isn't playing to I think his potential should be, he will be a guy on the way out. As my big concern is keeping Kip Manning on the roster as long as possible. At only 22 years of age, he is the go-to guy for this team. Connected, second screen. And Salcido could be moved in the next 2 years to make cap space as we get Roenick on the way up. Gianta's 29. He'll be okay for 1 year. If I need him to re-sign him, I might. If not, I'll weaken the left side a bit. As I get Simon and Watt. Wow, Watt is an 81. Yeah. Watt options. We're gonna do roster moves. That's what I wanted to do. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. And right layers. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the system. Who's the oldest of these three? George Bumeister. You're gonna get called up to the NHL, my friend. Okay, let's take a look at the added lines. We can do best lines once again, just to be sure. Yeah. Why is Silverthorne? Who's not playing? Manning, Roenick. I'll see it Roenick, Silverthorne. Where's Roenick? Oh, he's playing the right side, so. Loose and Funk. Good. Just gonna quickly go through the preseason. I'm gonna call it a day there. As we look to start year 17. So 5-1-1 preseason record. Gabriel Ellis leading the team in points with 7 in 7 games. Roenick with 7 points. Kabutin with 6. Sawyer with 6. Simon with 4. Giunta, Manning, Salcido, James, or Barry. Anyone not get a point? Yes. Pellich, Harper, and Angelidis. So 2 of our new defensemen not doing anything yet. But we should be able to at least keep this team playoff bound as we get ready for year 17. I'm going to call it a day. I will talk to you all later. Hope you enjoyed year 17 episode. Well, this was episode 8 or 9 in year 17.